Next year, America goes to the polls. Donald Trump is running for president while under criminal indictment. This, the man who back in 2016 consistently accused you of law breaking and actively encouraged chants of lock her up directed at you. It's pretty ironic, isn't it, that he is now a former president that could face a jail term. How does it make you feel?
Well, I always thought about him, and if you follow him, I think you can see it as well. He accuses people of doing things he himself is doing. It's a form of psychological projection, and I always thought that his record in business in particular, but then as we saw him in politics and government, he was someone who cared nothing about rules, he cared nothing about the law.
110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information at the time they were sent or received. 8 of those chains contained information that was top secret at the time they were sent. 36 of those chains contained secret information at the time, and 8 contained confidential information at the time. 7 email chains concern matters that were classified at the top secret special access program at the time they were sent and received. Those chains involve Secretary Clinton both sending emails about those matters and receiving emails about those same matters. There is evidence to support a conclusion that any reasonable person in Secretary Clinton's position or in the position of those with whom she was corresponding about those matters should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation. In addition to this highly sensitive information, we also found information that was properly classified as secret by the U.S. intelligence community at the time it was discussed on email. That is, excluding any later up-classified emails. None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, but their presence is especially concerning because all of these emails were housed on unclassified personal servers, not even supported by full-time security staff. We do assess that hostile actors gained access to the private commercial email accounts of people with whom Secretary Clinton was in regular contact from her personal account. We also assess that Secretary Clinton's use of a personal email domain was both known by a large number of people and readily apparent. She also used her personal email extensively while outside the United States, including sending and receiving work-related emails in the territory of sophisticated adversaries. Given that combination of factors, we assess it is possible that hostile actors gained access to Secretary Clinton's personal email account.
So he has been indicted, and there may be others as well, but he has said he's going to keep running, and there's nothing in our current system of laws that would prevent him from running. But even if he gets the Republican nomination, he cannot, in my view, be reelected president.
Why can't he be reelected
because
if
I think
he gets
people,
the nomination?
I think people are, more people are on to him and his behavior than they were before. He has a hard core of support that is likely to help him win the Republican nomination. But in a general election against President Biden, I do not believe he can win.
So you don't think he can win? Do you think he's a bigger threat to Biden than DeSantis?
It's hard to tell. I mean, DeSantis is unproven. Nobody really outside of Florida knows very much about him.
What you talking about, Willis?
And in Florida, they're watching him do crazy things. So I actually believe that President Biden will be reelected, regardless of who the Republican nominee is.
This conference was one of the most important meetings in history. You have the chance to make decisions and reach agreements which will affect lives for generations to come. You